Good evening, internet. I'm doing a video at the front of my house, which has always had a bit of a anxiety driving thing to it. These fuckers are back. Honestly, if you knew the day that I died, I share a birthday, which was yesterday, with Paul Gascoigne, Spike Island, the very famous Stone Roses concert, and Harvey Price. Sometimes always like, I've pondered on that. What might be like the universal meaning of that? Like, what's the 5-0? Is that the phrase? What's the SP? Why? It can't be a coincidence. Nothing is. Oh yeah, there's a girl that I sat next to in a restaurant in Warrington the other day as well. I follow her on Instagram, and it was her birthday as well, and I was like, I didn't know that. I don't really know her, but it was weird. Anyway, I'm kind of very much on the page that nothing is a coincidence. So I was like, over the course of time, I'm wondering, like, what's the significance of, is that comfortable? Oh, you can see me better now in the light, and the lines in my head. What's the significance of Paul Gascoigne? Well, I would like to hope that that's linked to my natural athletic prowess. One could dream, eh? One could dream. Spike Island was, I always thought I'd get into music, but I'm not so sure anymore. I don't really listen to hip hop anymore. I used to rap quite a bit, but I do a little bit of singing and rapping, but. Or it was in Lib, and I was going to play for a Lib rugby club, but let's not go there. And the last one was Harvey Price. And I realised what the Harvey Price one was, I'm tired. It was, you know how he had that phrase, oh, what a day. I find myself saying that all the time. Not every day, but I just get to bed and I think, what a day. Just, what's that famous philosopher, Ronan Keating? What did he say? Life is a roller coaster, you just gotta ride it. Mine's like the Big Dipper, but most of it's going up. It feels like half time. But then you can't think like that, because that's negative victim mindset. You've got to think, when you're happy, you've really got to savour it. And when you're not happy, you've got to be like, nah, it's going to pass. Oh, so good. It's so good. So I boxed today again with Wildcard in St Helens. That's a good gym. Nice people. There's a community vibe, which is cool. It's not like any gym I've ever been to before. You don't really get screw-faced. There's like one that even like wasn't even that bad. Just like being the new kid and kind of being like, they have this thing where it seems to have this thing where there's a mirror at the back, then you obviously shadow box to start and whatever. And someone stood in front of me to see if I would move as like an alpha play. And I saw him do it, and I knew what he was doing. I just clocked it straight away, and I was just like, oh man, I just moved. I'm like, I don't even need to play these games. They just show you, don't they? Anyway, yeah, I was just like, no, I'm not playing those games. I saw it. It's the only thing that's happened so far that's not been majoritarily positive. Apart from I had a little running ball on the coaches, but it's sweet now. They just get misunderstood because of how I look, but that's the world we live in, isn't it? You shouldn't judge a book by its cover, but we do. Well, I don't. I try not to, and because I don't like how it feels when it gets done to me. I find it very difficult to be authentically myself, and that can create frictions with new people because of how I look. I think it's a little bit autistic, so it's like I just do something because I like it, whether it be my hair or my clothes or tattoos, or I'm not trying to be in a group, I'm just trying to be me. But there's some other people that do the things that I like that give it a bad name, sort of like boxing is probably a good example. But there's so many good people in boxing. But anyway. Warrington. So, what have I got for you today? My back's hurting. What have I got for you today? Flipping heck. I don't know, I'm tired. I feel self-conscious about my lines in my head as well. I always put the bins out. Fuck. I don't know what I've got for you today. I'm tired. Don't ever I cried my fucking eyes out earlier. Oh god. I've never cried like that. Ever. Full on belly cry. You have to step away from people. It's hard. It's challenging. Although I was thinking to myself, was it a challenge? It was so intense. I've never cried like that. Biggie was really worried about me, which then made me cry more. Yeah, really cried today. Never experienced sadness like it. But what can you do? You just have to have faith and trust the process. It's just hard, really. I don't want to overshare, but I was on my own all day yesterday, which was my birthday, so baby came to see me around 6 o'clock, and yeah, I'd felt pretty forgotten about. And then we just had the best time playing. I love being silly. I'm doing all the voices with the toys, and I always get them to Lucha Libre fight, wrestling. And he was screaming so loud, running around screaming. It was so funny. He adores the dogs. It's so cute. But unfortunately, I think he's been crying a lot today. He misses us. I just don't want to be away from him. But my hands are completely tied because of the narrative that was spun to the police, and living in a society where as soon as you get accused of something, it means you've done it, even if there's no evidence. Because that's what we live in, quite a judgmental society. That's been quite tough. People not looking me in the eye. Neighbours and social people, social workers, or nursery people, or whatever, not being able to look me in the eye. Yeah. But it's not the first time I've suffered with this sort of injustice type stuff. So, Ronan Keating vibes. This is a terrible light for my face, isn't it? Look at that gap there, is my beard. Ready to shave. Does anyone else find shaving a pain in the ass? Messy. So I think the baby's been crying, and there's nothing I can do about it. Blocked. I think there was some games at play, which I probably wasn't as acutely aware of as I am now. As I say, it's not the right, probably not the right platform to share. But yeah, that belly crying was wild. Never experienced it like that. I've wailed before in the last few years. Proper wailed. But this wasn't that. This was just like deep belly cry. But what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Apart from polio. Look at that wig. Yeah, man, it's not really very entertaining video today. I'm tired, so I'm not being as emotive as I might want to be. I've had a really sad day. I enjoyed boxing sparring tonight with an Italian dude called Marco. Getting more. I've had no experience sparring. Really. So I've like got like half decent technique. I don't mind getting a hair swap, which probably isn't the best thing. But half decent technique, but then not like if you ask me for an uppercut or a body shot on in the pads, like feel comfortable, but just doing it on a human. But I'm easing into it. I'm relaxing. I'm trying to show a bit of my personality. Getting used to it. I enjoy it. I love it. Yeah. Pads is the best. Although I am enjoying sparring. So watch this space. Yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired of being tired. But I don't want to complain. Just wish I could see my baby. My baby back ribs. And that doesn't appear like that's going to get any better in the short term. So, now I can do. I did some art today. I was so upset. I realised that I used to do that when I was a teenager a lot. I'd do art as like expressive. So I was doing art for like 3 hours just in the flow state. I should show you really. Hold on a second. It's quite dark, but it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, just rolling with the punches, riding with the waves, having faith, trusting the process, keeping the hope, keeping the faith. There's a lot of ants on this floor. I'm not happy about that. Oh, I've got so many jobs I need to do. Being a dad's funny, isn't it? Dog dad. Those two, honestly, they're so funny. I can't believe he ran into that. Biggie ran outside into the neighbour's house, upstairs and into one of the bedrooms yesterday. So you think you can't do that? I was laughing my head off. I barely laughed yesterday night when he did that, and then I barely cried this morning. So definitely going through it at the minute, processing stuff. But what did I have nice that was yesterday? I was gonna go cold turkey again on Diet Cokes and chocolate, and I was presented with a Diet Coke, which I was very happy about. And then I had like 3 today, and they finished the whole 20 day. I haven't had any chocolate there, but yeah, I can't tap out. I can't like. So it's just what they say in boxing: bite down on your gum shield. video said. It's not the best video, is it? Yeah. I want to see my art, and then I'm gonna do videos, long videos today. Come with me into the abode to see my art. See my chin. Here we have number one. This is a poem that I wrote, and then some typography stuff. The poem that I wrote to someone close to me. There you go. So, should I read it? Nah, I did this one. This is a letter to Lucifer, and I'm not very happy with him, to be honest, because I feel like you've taken my heart away. You took my heart, and I will take your soul, because I have had my heart very, very badly broken, and I want to try to beat him now, because I understand that it's not the person's fault. It's when you work everything back, it actually just goes back to the devil and Lucifer. And then this one is a Bible passage, Isaiah 36, done in kind of typography vibes again, but obviously it's quite an angry one. The angry, emotional. You can see the emotion, can't you? It's a passage from the Bible that's really helped me. It's quite heavy. It basically says, "I have trodden the winepress alone. From the nations, no one was with me." So it's just like feelings of isolation and just like loneliness, I guess. And the year of my redeemed has come, but I looked and there was none to help. Therefore my own arm brought salvation unto me, and my fury it upheld me. Yeah. I kind of feel like that today. I do feel like that today. Like, the only way for me to sort of deal with the such like crazy intense feelings of sadness. Underneath anger is always sadness, but I'm conscious of that, and it is it's incredibly difficult, and I love and miss my boy a lot, and I can't direct that anger at any person, because the thing with narcissists, they don't listen, so it'll just get twisted against me, which is how all the shit with the police happened. Because then it doesn't matter how long you've been emotionally manipulated for, or how long, or how many parties are doing it. If they don't want to listen, they want to keep doing it, they're just going to keep doing it, and you can't say, even if it's not right, that you can't get them to stop or change. So even if it's hurting, my boy or whatever, which is how the latest situation happened. I was upset that there are people that are negatively affecting his development, and his development is incredibly important to me. So I am conscious that it's there's a lot of heavy emotion being processed at the moment, and I'm trying to deal with it in the best way. I can't engage with people about it because it's not safe for me, frankly. especially with my relationship with a certain sergeant group, a certain organisation in a certain area. No, it's not funny. So I don't have anyone to call, so I can't call anyone. There's no one to call for help. That's why the passage resonates with me, I think. It's just about being lonely and upset and angry about it, but then being able to find the strength and bring them up out of the sea with His Holy Spirit. And yeah, man, it's a shame. It's a shame about people being hurt. That's what I was saying before. You can reverse engineer social situations, and it. A good example is there's a bit of a witch hunt for Jews at the moment with regards to the globalist elite that are obviously in like majority control, or were in majority control. So now that's kind of like the tide is turning, the tables are turning a little bit, and there's like, but it's not Jewish people that's the problem at all. It's greed and envy and control and greed. But you can reverse engineer all social. Let me turn Russell Brand off. I don't even know why he's on. You can reverse engineer any social situation with a person. You can reverse and engineer it to see what the. So I got very, very into psychology and learning about the brain and learning about human behavior, and with doing a lot of therapy, I was also doing my homework, and that's where I was going to do a master's at Exeter, and that's where the link to the Chiefs came, because they were going to put me through a pathway through Taunton or the university side, because I was going to retrain and do psychology. So I went very deep into it, and obviously I'm quite a spiritual person anyway, so I was just going really, really deep on all this stuff, and I figured that you can reverse engineer social situations. So if a situation happens, you can find out what the motive is, and if it's something negative like control or something really nasty happens to you, it's very easy to then go and say, Frank, sorry all the Franks, it's very easy to say Frank is the problem. But it's not actually Frank that's the problem, it's the driver of Frank, and the driver of Frank will be unresolved trauma, intergenerational trauma. But in the case of why have they got that, and it seems to my mind, end up with one of the 7 sins, and that seems to be the leading cause. That's why I think it's not blue against black or against red against yellow against up against down. It's good against bad. That's kind of, we get sort of drawn into demographics and sexuality and colour and yada yada yada, and actually it's not any of those things. It all can be reverse engineered to good against bad, and we all have a moral compass, and we all have to some degree an element of free will, whether or not we actually choose our own decisions or it's all pre-planned and gaudy. I don't know. I'm not sure. I feel like I have free will, but then again, at the same time, I feel like, where are these words coming from that I'm saying now? Like, I've been speaking now for 23 minutes, and I'm obviously it's rolling off. I'm yabbering on, but where's that coming from? Like, where is that? Where does an idea come from? Where does creativity? Where are these things coming from? How do I? I'm just saying things. I'm just thinking things and saying things, but who gives me my thought? Where do my thoughts come from? So I'm not sure how much free will we actually do have. It's probably all pre-planned, which is probably why you can't take credit for things that you do, because actually it's just the source energy through you. And what is you? Ask a Buddhist. So, yeah. Divide and conquer is very much a thing in modern society. And we are all the same thing. It's all one snow globe of universe. It's one snow globe of universe. And we're no different. we're told, and it seems like we are through culture and media and whatever, but it's the example I always go back to is the water. We've got a green water bottle, a red water bottle. I'll tell you what, you've got a blue water bottle, and this is a bad example because of different coloured things inside, and a green one. Imagine these are water bottles, and I take off the top of the water bottle, or I cut the top off it, and it's just going to have water in it. This is a bad example because these literally have different coloured dyes in them, but that's where I'm at. The Rastas talk about a lot about that. One love. And there's all actually just been from Source Energy anyway. We're all the same thing. We're all the snow globe of the universe, baby. So I've definitely perked up a little bit now I'm inside. Perhaps I was conscious and anxious that the neighbours were watching me or listening, which I don't know why that would be an issue. I'm bearing my soul in sorts, but again, like some of them won't look me in the eye. I've had to have conversations with them, put their mind at ease. Because if you think how I look, and then a police riot van or whatever on the drive more than once, I don't blame them for having misconceptions, but it doesn't make it much fun. But that's not. It's a small fry now. It feels like stuff like that. Oh, my back! I've got a specialist about my back. I don't want to. I don't want to. I'm friggin' tired. I feel a bit angry now. I miss my kid. Give me my kid back. Taking my kid off me and it's not fair. I want my kid back. I love him so much. I think that I'm a natural at being a father. And I've not let go of my inner child. So I see him and he just laughs so much. I need to stop talking about it. Right. Not the best video today, but maybe I won't do them at the front of the house anymore because I was a bit too anxious to express, which is something that I need to work on probably. That's a scar. Cool scar. Right, bye internet.